Hey guys, hi, hello, hello, and hi. It's April Fool's Day still. So if you remember earlier today, I released a video reading this. I at the beginning said it's one of my least favorite comic books, or at least it was a bad Doctor Who comic. I wanted to spend. I did, seeing that the video was already an hour long. I wanted to make my personal opinions about the comic in a known separate video, because otherwise it probably would have gone on for another like 10 minutes or whatever. I don't know how long I planned this to be. It's like a ramble piece, you know. So, Doctor Who, Supremacy of the Cybermen was a Doctor Who event comic that I think celebrated. What did it celebrate? When did it come out, actually? Where's the copyright data? I can't find the copyright data. Alright, I can't find the copyright data of when this was released, but, you know, So, my gripes with this, I got this after hearing about it all over the internet. You know, Christopher Eccleston's return to Doctor Who in comic book form. The first time we've properly seen him. More stories from Christopher Eccleston, you know. And it's like, you know, I was interested in that. And then a crossover between the four current new Who Doctors with my favourite villain, the Cybermen. We'll ignore that. But, yeah. When I got this, either on my birthday or Christmas, I can't remember which one, I read it instantly. And every single page, I expected the Doctor to meet up with his other self. But none of the Doctors ever meet. And that is what pisses me off the most about this comic. Is that none of the Doctors ever, like, you know, meet each other. Which is the point of a crossover Doctor Who comic. You know. Is that the Doctor meets himself and takes the Simon. I you know, got this for birthday or Christmas. I bought it in the shop, handed it over to my parents, who then, like, you know, wrapped it up and all that, you know. And in my mind, I was just imagining, like, all these Doctors working off each other, you know, trying to defeat the Cybermen all across time. And then, you know, I see this and it's such a disappointment. Um, the 12th Doctor, although still quite, you know, annoyed, I didn't think he had any good sort of one-liners of sass, you know? He was quite good in that sense, but it's like, you know, yeah. Rassilon just seemed to do, just, you know, didn't seem all that good. The Sontarans just seemed kind of pointless in it. You know, the Doctor lying to his companions didn't seem all that good. It's like, the 10th Doctor planned for this, and then the 11th Doctor didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know. And then the 8th Doctor just sort of, if we are to believe this takes place between the Doctor dances and Boomtown, because we have Jack in it, the Doctor is already go forward in his story arc of not blowing everyone up sky high to save the universe. He's already going through that, because we saw in Dalek, he didn't, you know, kill the Dalek. He let the Dalek kill himself after it realised it was impure. You know, this Doctor is already go for in his story arc. So him just go snap back into his War Doctor self and to blow up, like, the TARDIS or the world, you know, it just seems sort of not in character to what he was trying to achieve, in trying to be a, like, you know, not to do it again. I'm trying to think. I think the 11th Doctor was the best handled, though. Yeah, I think there was quite a lot of references in here. They made a reference to the Castle Run, which of course is Star Wars. They made reference to the Library Protocol, which is something very similar to what he did with Donna at the end of the first part of the Vashta Narada Silence in the Library episode. But yeah, we had the Sisterhood of Khan again, which was pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really enjoy it when I first read this. Yes, it's a lot better after reading it again and like voicing it, but you know, I still just didn't have the most fun with it. Like, it's still just generally badly paced, how it just keeps switching so much. If they had the doctors meet up, then the pacing would have been so much better. I don't know. I'm ranting about a fucking comic book online, which is quite normal for the internet, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, I didn't really like this comic book all that much. You know, um, there wasn't even really that many good speeches in it. You know, it just sort of cuts. Like, I think they even copied a few lines in that, like with all your stupid little guns and all that. Like, I think they referenced the Pandorica Opens, you know, line and that. And I don't know. But if I look through here, there's one, two, three, yeah, three alternative comics. One with the live action Doctors, one with the, you know, animated Doctors, and one with the Cybermen. Which, oh look, the Cybermen look really disproportionate. You know, and I'm also sad we didn't get to see any variants of the Cybermen as well. You know, it's like it's only this modern day Iron Cyberman. But as much as yes, I love the Iron Cyberman, it's just it wasn't, you know, it's that good. You know, we could have had more variants. Like I think they put variants in the yeah in the you know 8-part story that, or is it 9 part? Yeah, 9-part story I told you about that they put in the trade. They used the classic day, you know, Cybermen for it, like that represents each of the Doctors. So you had the Mondasian Cybermen, you had the moon-based Cybermen, you had different creatures of Cybermen, what they would look like if they upgraded other races. You had Earthshock, uh, you know, and honestly, they have one of my personal favourite Cyberman designs. There's just a throwaway image. And I'm going to show this to you right now because it's so freaking cool looking. I don't know how good the camera will pick this up, but so as you see, so this is from the 6th Doctor. They run into the Matrix, I think, at the end of Trial of the Time Lord, something like that, and they see these Time Lord converted Cybermen, where they have these awesome looking, like, you know, wrist arms, and then their cyber chess piece is a clock. Why couldn't this be the new Cyberman design for this comic book? It looks so cool. You know, like this clock piece, it's like a mix of the Iron Cybermen mixed with Time Lords. You know, and not just those weird sort of upright collar Time Lords. These are like sort of just the embodiment of time. You know, and it looks so good. you know. And then, you know, they even do a War Doctor story and that, you know. They give the Eighth Doctor a story, you know. Oh, it's also, you know, you even see that Cybermen invaded, you know, Skaro. They had so much good potential for this. They upgraded K9, you know, and I don't know. I just it was a wasted opportunity, this book. And I would say pick it up maybe, but save your money for the Prisoners of Time. That is the best Doctor Who crossover ever. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all a little bit later. Bye bye.